Hi, tribe.
Hello. Hi. My
Happy
working background is weird.
Tuesday.
Hello, friends. We are going to talk about emotional health tonight and the Great Day Protocol. So, we're going to make this short and sweet so that you can take this information and apply it and use it very quickly, as in like today or starting tomorrow morning if you have these oils. And if not, then you definitely need to get them this month while they are on sale, the Great Day Protocol oils. We're going to get to those in just a minute, but first let's talk about emotions and what they do to our bodies and why it's important to have good emotional health and to make sure that we are aware of our emotions and are processing emotions and releasing emotions that don't serve us. So we all know that we love our oils, and a lot of times we want to put them on topically because that is such a great way to use oils, and it only takes about 26 seconds for oils to get into your bloodstream and affect every cell in your body once you apply them topically. But did you know that diffusing oils or smelling oils right out of the bottle, so aromatherapy, that is the fastest way to get to your brain? It only takes 3 seconds, and your emotions are controlled or made, in your brain. So the limbic part of your brain is where your emotions, your hormones that trigger your emotions, that's where that happens. So we know that emotions, a lot of times we think, emotions are, we have good emotions, we have bad, they can be difficult, they can be scary. And it's much easier to suppress emotions because that's what our body wants to do. Our brain wants to protect us at all costs. So a lot of times, if we are not taught ways to express our emotions in healthy ways, our body wants to automatically suppress them. And I, as a teacher right now, this is coming to like the forefront of everything we do in education. It's all about emotional health and emotional well-being, and making sure that we are teaching our children ways to express emotions healthily, that word, healthily, in a positive way, not to be afraid of emotions. But we're realizing that a lot of people in my generation have trouble with that. So that's one of the main reasons why I got started with oils in the first place, was to help with my emotions. And like I said, just smelling the oil, that's how we really get to that emotional center of our brain. The reason why aromatherapy is so powerful is because the essential oil molecules are so tiny that they are able to pass that blood-brain barrier very quickly, very easily. So that's why it is easy for it to get to that limbic lobe of your brain, which is your emotional control center. So, Nikki, tell us a little bit about how emotions work.
Okay, so when I started with oils, I thought this was a little crazy, right? Like I understood the bacteria and virus stuff, but not this. But I have read and read and read about this, and it is real science. I'm going through a training right now for mindset coaching, and they're talking about the same thing, emotions having a frequency and having a physical reaction in our body. So it's pretty cool. So emotions are stored in your body if not released. This works similar to like fight or flight, right? Average cells in your body can expand up to 600 times its natural size and be filled with toxins. Emotions can actually become toxic with our in our bodies. Um, think about physical reactions you have to emotions. How many people raise your hand when you get anxious or nervous? You have a tummy problem, right? Okay. So different emotions have different frequencies and those affect different parts of our body. Like
Mhm.
anger can affect our liver and actually make us have a sick liver. They can trigger lifelong health issues like panic attacks, anxiety, physical pain. They can be stored in many places, not just the brain. We talk about the brain a lot with emotional health and oils because those oils pass that blood brain barrier and you can see it. I can actually see on scans that something is happening in your limbic system when you're inhaling the oils, okay? Which is, by the way, one of the many reasons we don't use the fake oils and the cheap oils because we don't want anything fake chemical passing our blood brain barrier. Let's see. They affect your body's its thoughts to be an actual frequency in your body. Those oils are registering in the body as intent or directed energy. When you apply oils, it can saturate those cells, stimulating positive thinking, pushing the negative thinking out and increasing your frequency. It's pretty cool when you learn a little bit about how the oils were made. I got to hear Gary Young talk about this one time and how one oil was to like open up that blood brain barrier and cross it, like you'll see frankincense or cedarwood or something along those lines in there, and then you will see high frequency oils like tree oils and rose and things like that, and then you will see oils that go to work on the body part that emotion negatively affects. So we're not just working on our emotional health, we're working on our physical health too. So we must, like we talked about that limbic system, Megan covered that really really well, and the essential oils, they tap directly into that limbic system. Think about smells, how powerful they are. You can smell vanilla and think about when your mom made cookies when you were little, right? You can smell cinnamon and think about Christmas, good or bad. Memories can come from those smells, of course. um, but it means we can use those essential oils to recall the memories, both good and bad. If they're bad, we use the oils to help release that cellular memory that's stored in the body, allowing you to process and move past them. We all regularly come in contact with reactions to smells. You walk into a house at dinner time and think, ooh, that's a really good meal being prepared, right? Your emotions are instantly triggered for the fond memories and you feel joy. You smell something that reminds you of your grandfather's cologne he used to wear. Like these things are the positive memories and the things that bring us comfort and joy. So let's bust now that you're convinced the emotional oils work
Yeah,
into the Great Day Protocol.
that was Fast and Furious. And if you have a chance to like dig into your reference guide, or even on Google, and even in our tribe, we have a lot of resources. Um, Mainly because it's like our favorite topic to learn about and to teach about.
Go
But
check
it's just
out all
so,
in the
yeah,
group. Set up
it's
for all
so
your emotional health.
fascinating. It's so fascinating the way that God designed our body, and the ways that the body is there to protect us, but also, how emotions are stored in the body, and it has to do with it's just so fascinating to me. I really like to geek out on this kind of stuff. So um, Gary made this Great Day Protocol using these 4 oils. Nikki mentioned frankincense earlier, and it's not a part of this Great Day Protocol, but that is one of the best oils for emotional support. So just keep that in mind too. One you should definitely have on hand. All right, so the first oil in the Great Day Protocol is Valor. If you have your Valor, get that out, open it up, and smell it. Um, Valor is a blend of many oils that helps balance your energies, your frequency, and it helps promote courage, confidence, and self-esteem. So the first thing you're going to do is place a drop or two or 3 or 4 on your wrist. Don't be shy with using these oils. You want to use your oils. So 1 drop of valor on your wrist and hold your wrists together. It helps balance both sides of your body. It's a good time to breathe in the oils deeply and set your intention for the day. We're all about, positive thinking, mindfulness, and I love my positive affirmations to get me in the right mindset. So that is step 1, valor on your wrists.
Prayer, they have shown, can actually change your body frequency.
Yes.
Positive.
So
I like to pray when I do this.
yes, that's excellent reminder. So oils increase your frequency, and we know that all living things have frequency. So your body has its natural state of frequency. All oils have different frequencies. When your body drops below a certain frequency, that's when you start getting ill and sicknesses. And it's been shown that when you use oils, your frequency is raised. When you pray, your frequency is raised even higher. So, praying and using oils at the same time, your frequency is going to be raised. And I think that is so marvelous, the way that God created us, that when we pray, our frequency is raised. So, okay, step 2.
Harmony. So this is the reason you should get this kit this month. It's usually only in 15 ml, like Megan's got there, and it's costly. It's got some major, amazing oils in it. And this kit this month is only $90, and you get the 5 ml of this and the Joy, which we'll talk about in a minute. So, okay, put a drop or 2 in your hand. Deep breath. I really like it from my skin better than I do from the bottle. And you need to slow down. I tend to just slap oils on my body, like slow down and take deep breaths.
Yes, be intentional.
Give yourself at least that 26 seconds for it to make it to your brain. And then apply a drop above your belly button, 1 inch. Try not to get it on your shirt. And that is Harmony. This is an amazing, amazing oil. And a lot of people say, well, I do the Great Day Protocol, but I don't have the Harmony yet. But this is the one that ties it all together. From researching it, this is the one that pulls it all together. Get this kit or use your points and get you a Big Mama Harmony. This one is the one that stops my kids' temper tantrums in their tracks. So it's a must-have in the 2 and 3-year-old years.
Or 13.
I'm sure that's going to come in handy again. Yes, in the teenage years. Okay, you're up for Joy.
Okay, well, this is the one that I swear by that stops my preteen and teenager boy rage.
Yeah, because anger, I guess.
Anger, yes. So we have a lot of anger issues going on right now. And obviously it's very hard to oil a child who is very angry and not willing to put oils on. So if you just have to sometimes I will just throw it at him.
I'll straight up wrestle the 2-year-old and roll it on.
Yep. Well, it's kind of hard to wrestle a 13-year-old who is bigger than you are, but I will do it, and I will just be like, the power of Christ, like that with the oil bottle. But anyway, okay, I'm joking about that. So 1 drop, breathe it in, be intentional, and place Joy above your heart. This is a good time to speak love over yourself. It's a blend of ylang ylang.
Well, on your shirt, it will probably evaporate.
Yeah.
If not, I keep a little thing of chalk in my laundry room and go over it with chalk before I wash it to get the little
chalk.
Yeah, chalk will help absorb the oil.
It helps bring self-love to mind. It helps calm.
Boost the mood. It makes me.
It really does.
Like if I'm feeling depressed, and it actually makes me feel different in my heart. It goes in the diffuser with some citrus oils when everybody in my house be cranky, because that's the mama superpower, to change all the people's emotions using your diffuser without their permission.
Yep. Or just by spraying it on them, however you can get it. We've timed it many times. He can be in a full-blown rage, and less than 10 minutes later, he is back in control of his emotions. It's very calming.
We
I love harmony and joy for
we
that.
see a big change in the girls when they're throwing fits. So Drew
Mhm.
said the other day, like, can we just put it on them at the beginning of church instead of waiting until they act a fool? Because I just like to head that off. So now we just start rolling them when we sit down with harmony and joy so that we don't have to have that moment. Okay, last up, White Angelica. This one is amazing for a lot of things. I like it for my nerves. It seems to help calm my nerves. But it is made to be the oil that helps you block other people's negative emotions. I say to keep you from picking up what other people are putting down, right?
Mm.
Also helpful if you have a toddler or a teenager in your house to keep yourself from picking up their emotions. Some people take emotions on from everybody. I tend to get negative when other people are being negative.
Me
And
too.
that's why we're putting it over our head. It's going to stay in our hair all day, on our shoulders, down our arms. Even if I had clothes on, it would stay on my clothes and smell really nice. It's like you're kind of giving yourself a little invisible shield
Mhm.
from those negative, crazy vibes that other people be putting out. And your hands smell amazing at this point, and I could just sit here and sniff them for a while.
Mhm. So this is the Great Day Protocol, those 4 oils. It really does set your mood, set your day off on the right foot. And you don't have to do it just at the beginning of the day. This is something that if you're going through a difficult time, do it often. One of the most important things to remember about your oils is to use them and use them often. It's not a one and done type of thing. The more you get on your body and the more you use them, the I guess like the better results that you will see.
For emotional problems,
Yeah.
right? Like, don't expect a drop of valor to carry you through the day if you be having problems, okay? Put that emotional oil in your pocket, carry it around, and really lean into it for a while. Then you'll find you need it like morning and night or something, or morning, noon, and night, or then morning and night, or whatever. But at first, you're going to need it. I keep these 4 in a little cute bag and carry them around with me. There's Megan's cute bag. But
Ouch,
at
just
the
for the
very least, it's a great, amazing start to the day. That's why Gary Young made it. He put it on his body in the morning, every morning.
yeah. So we hope that encourages you to make sure you have these oils in your oily toolkit to help your emotions
Your
and
kiddos before they go to
what?
school. What about your kiddos before they go to school in the mornings?
Yes. Um,
Great way for everybody to start their day.
yes. So it's amazing that these are on sale. You save a lot of money by getting it this month while it's on sale as the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
And we would really like to do a Great Day Protocol challenge with everyone that's interested next month to start each and every day in August with the Great Day Protocol. Because, yes, many of us will be heading back to school, children will be heading back. And even if you're not in education, it's a great way to start your day. So we would like to do
Get in the habit.
yes, and it will help get in the habit because believe it or not, sometimes I get out of habit of
Mm-hmm.
um using certain oils or oiling when I'm supposed to. So it's a good reminder. And we want to do this together. So grab these oils. Don't be afraid to use these oils for emotional release. And if you need more help, if you're dealing with something specific, there are other oils that can be used for certain emotions that you are dealing with.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
all
that's
right.
it.
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.